This is a fun little airplane that's known as a taildragger. For those of you who know what that is, you'll understand. For those who don't, it's an older aircraft that literally had a stick on the back end that it drug when it landed. Well, this stick is a little underused word, but anyway, it's a little fancier than that, but a piece that drug on the ground to act as a brake and stop it when it landed. As you can see, I'm using some green. I've chosen key lime, a clear, black, and a caramel. The clear I've only blown up about 5 or 6 inches. We're not going to use quite all of that. The black, likewise, I've blown up a little more than halfway. Again, we're not going to use all of that. That's going to be obviously our windscreen or windshield and our wheels. The caramel, one of the newer colors from Metallic, I've blown up, leaving about 4 inches uninflated on the end of it. We're not even going to use all of that. And then, like our prior airplane, if you've looked at that video, I've got 2 key lime 260s, one with about 3 inches uninflated, the other with about 4. And then on the one that is blown up a little bit longer, I left the nozzle on the end. Of those who know me know I'm a compulsive nozzle cutter, but I left that because on this one I'm going to start with a tulip twist. But you know what, I'm going to wait on that for just a minute because I want to show you this first. It's easier if you do this beforehand. I'm going to make the propeller and then also part of the landing gear out of the Caramel 160. You've got 2 options on the propeller. You can either break off 2 little pieces about 4 inches each and then twist them together in the middle to form an X for the propeller, or if you want a slightly easier propeller, make a fold twist that when it's folded is about 5 or 6 inches wide. And then I'm going to take and twist that around there. And then I'm going to pop the excess off, but I want to keep the balance of the remainder of this inflated because I'm going to use it for my landing gear, or part of my landing gear. So I've saved the excess. We're going to set that aside. And then I'm going to take and just tie the 2 ends of these together to secure that. And it's easier if you do this first. That way you can make sure that tulip twist in a minute doesn't come undone while you're waiting. Now I divided that into 2 equal bubbles. Just like that. And then in a minute I'm going to twist these together to form a figure 8. Let's go ahead and do that now. They don't always stay when I set this aside. It may come undone, which is why I usually wait until I've got my tulip twist, but you can do it ahead of time. That's a quick and easy propeller there. Set that aside. Now come back to your 260 here. And again, we're going to start with making a tulip twist. So just put your finger on the knot, push it down into the balloon about to your second knuckle, reach through from the outside, grab the knot, pull your finger out, and then just twist that to make the tulip twist. And then we're going to take our propeller and just twist it into the base of that tulip twist there. And there's a fairly quick and easy propeller. Now, just like our other one, airplane, if you've already looked at that again, we're going to start, we're going to make about 1.5 inch to 2 inch bubble, followed by a pair of pinch twists. So, pinch twist number 1, pinch twist number 2, and then a bubble about hand width, followed by 2 more pinch twists. So again, round bubble and pinch twist. 1 more, 2 pinch twists there. Now we're going to need another bubble the same size as this. And we're going to bring this end back over to our first pinch twist. Twist that in there. Now this is where we differ from the other airplane if you've already seen it. What we're going to do is you need a bubble about half the length of this one here. So if you did it hand width, about 2 fingers or so will work. And then we want a really small pinch twist here. So make a little small round bubble, very small, compared to the normal one. Twist that and then another bubble, about 2 fingers, just like we did the first half of that. This is going to come right back to the second 2 pinch twist in the back. Just like that. So we've got that there. And the reason that we have this on the bottom is in a little bit we're going to attach our landing gear here. Now also on the end of this one, you'll notice, because I blew this one up more, it's almost to the end, but that's because we're not going to need our pinch twist. So again, squeeze it out to the end. Pull off about a 2 or 3 inch bubble like that, and then come back, and you want this to kind of soft, so squeeze back, and go till you've got about 4 or 5 inch bubble there for the remainder of your body. Twist that in, and then take this big loop that we've just formed, just like the other airplane, divide it in two, and bring it down to form 2 fold twists to form the tail. And the reason that we didn't put the pinch twist on the other way, put it there to stabilize it. On this one, we're not going to put it because in a minute we're going to have our little stick coming down. Remember, this is a tail dragger. We'll need that spot for that in a minute. So we're going to take that, and we're going to grab our other line 260, and we're going to make our wings. So just take your nozzle, twist it into one of the pairs of pinch twists. I'm going to start at the back. We're going to come out and make our wings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the squared off wings. So I've made about a 6 inch bubble, then about a 2 inch bubble, and another 6 inch bubble coming back up to the front here. Twist that into the 2 pinch twists in the front. There's one wing. And then we're going to repeat for the other side. So we come back to the body, pop this excess off, bring that wing over. And there we have our 2 wings, the beginning of our airplane. Now for the canopy on this one, we're going to do it slightly different. You notice that I've got a clear instead of a 260, it's a 160, and I've only blown up again just a little bit. Instead of giving it a full-blown canopy, these had a little windshield or windscreen. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the nozzle of your 160, twist it into the front 2 pinch twist here. Wrap it around just here. And then position it. I hope you can see this clear. It's a little more difficult to see that now. On the side of the top pinch twist, and we're going to lay it across the top and then twist in on the other side. I know it's a little difficult to see with that clear there. Once I bring it up, you can see how instead of running front to back, it goes across the top of that pinch twist, giving it just a little windshield or windscreen there. We're going to cut the excess off. Secure that in there. See, and now he's got a windshield or a windscreen, depending on whether you're from the UK or the United States or wherever you might be. We're going to set that aside for the moment. Now we're going to take the remainder of our caramel. We're going to make our the beginning parts of our landing gear. You're going to make about a 2-finger bubble, another 2-finger bubble, and we're going to take and twist those 2 together. Push the nozzle in through there to secure it in place so it doesn't come undone. So you've got that. Now we're going to make 2 pinch twists. So 2 small bubbles make them into a pinch twist. So that you've got that there. So you have the 2 bubbles and then the 2 pinch twists, and I position the 2 pinch twists so that they're one on each side with the bubble. So we've got a bubble on this side and a pinch twist. So you can see how those go. And then we're going to make about a 4-finger bubble, another bubble the same size. You can let go of that for now if you want. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we'll start with the 2 pinch twists, just like that. Then our 2 2-finger bubbles. Twist that in. And then we're going to remove this excess part. What I'm going to do, I'm going to squeeze it out to the end, pull a little bubble on the end there, and then pop it off up ahead of that, leaving this for me to tie it with. See how I quickly do that? I'll trim that in a moment, but I want to go ahead and tie that and hang onto that end, just like that. This is going to be my tail. Let me go ahead and put it in there, our tail stick. I'll go ahead and show you what I mean by that. We're going to take this, and in the back of your airplane where your tail is, take the little excess that we have, the nozzle or the knot, and just push it up into the bottom there. Push that around a time or 2. And then if you'll take and wrap that around, it'll pull it in snug. I'm just going to wrap it around the top and then pull it back down to the bottom. There's our tail stick for dragging. Set that aside. Let me trim this excess off here. I'm going to wrap this around a time or two. So we've got the beginnings of our landing gear. Now we're going to take our black 160 that we had. Starting at the nozzle end, we're going to take the nozzle and twist it into the 2 pinch twists on one of these ends. So just wrap it around a time or two to secure it. And then take and wrap the black around. See how it's going where we've got the groove is going around until it comes back to the 2 pinch twist. And then twist that in, and that's going to be 1 wheel or landing gear. Take the black. Remember, we're going to keep that inflated because we need to make 2 wheels. So pop that off, and then repeat that on the other end. Just wrap it, twist it around there, wrap it around, and then wrap it around the 2 big bubbles there. Twist that into the 2 pinch twists. Now we can dispose of the rest of the black. We no longer need it. Be sure you go back and secure both of those ends in there. So there's our 2 landing gear. We're going to take and twist that bubble in the middle back into 2 equal bubbles. We're going to grab our airplane. Remember the pinch twist we had on the bottom. We're going to twist that around that a time or 2. And then what you want to do is take that pinch twist and tuck it up inside these 2 bubbles on the side there, in the front and back. That way it's out of sight. Your wheels are going to kind of stick out to the side, so just come up, give them a little bend down like that until that you get your landing gear. And there is your tail dragger airplane, which will also set up on its own.